Indian food, you've most likely tried the usual suspects, naan, tandoori chicken, and some delicious basmati rice. But now, as popular as they might be, they come nowhere close to Indian street food in terms of flavor and variety. And here to give us a sample is the chef and author of I Love India, Anjum Anand. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
All right, what are we going to be making today?
So we're making this amazing potato burger.
Okay.
Now, I know it doesn't make a lot of sense because potato burger, but a lot of India, they're vegetarian. And also meat's very expensive, so you almost just have to make do with the inexpensive ingredients. And street food's often vegetarian because it's for the masses and it's got to be cheap and affordable and tasty.
And tasty, yeah.
And
Let's talk about the tastes. Okay. The tastes that we would find in Indian street food.
So I think with Indian food, we think a lot about curries, and curries can have sort of a muddled flavor sometimes. It's not always very clear.
Okay.
Indian street food's not got a whole load of spices in it. As you can see, I'm just using mustard seeds,
Yes.
turmeric, which is more for color, and curry leaves. So really, and ginger and garlic. So the flavors are really clear.
Sure.
They're not like, I'm not throwing in 100 spices. So that's what Indian street food's about. It's always tasty, and it's never like a big muddy flavor. It's very clean, and it's really flavorful. And we say it's kind of like chaat. Chaat is a word which means you're going to lick your fingers.
I like that.
Indian street food is something where you want to just lick your fingers.
Great.
It's like often it's got tangy and spicy and salty, sometimes even sweet. Like every mouthful.
All right, you're hitting all the right notes for me, so I'm ready. How can I help?
Okay, so here we've got one that's already cooking off. So we're just going to leave that to cook, so it's perfect by the time we're done.
All right.
We were waiting for the oil to heat up.
Okay.
It's not heating up. But let's pretend it's hot.
Sure.
In go the brown mustard seeds. They will start popping. We watch our tops.
Yes.
And then we put in the curry leaves. Now, these are amazing. And in India, can you smell that? Have you smelled curry leaves?
No, I haven't.
They're absolutely amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So these were people growing in people's gardens.
Sure.
And they would go out, they would pluck some, and they would just put it into their food.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, they just come off. They tear off. These will also splatter because of the water hitting the oil. That splatters. We put in some chili. You can chop this fine.
Yes.
I know you don't like the heat.
No, I like heat. I just don't think heat likes me.
Right.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But also, not all Indian food is spicy. Indian food is as spicy as you want it to be. For us, spice is about flavor.
Yes.
It's not about heat. So this will all be hot and sizzling away. In goes my ginger and garlic. Stir fry. And then we put in turmeric at the end so it doesn't burn. And again, this is for health and color. Indian food without turmeric, it looks anemic. And we say if you eat a little bit of turmeric every day, you remain healthy forever.
Sure.
We're now finally getting a sizzle. Okay, so this will all go into the potato burger. So by now you've boiled your potatoes. I don't want it to spit on us now. You've boiled your potatoes, you've mashed it, you add all of that into it, and you get in there with your hands, because the heat of your hands will help bring it together into a burger, which is what we have here.
So this is what it's going to look like. So it's like a mashed potato with these Indian flavors in it.
Yeah, but it's very light, actually, because when I heard about these potato burgers, I'd like to know why a potato burger is world famous around India. Like, how can it be so good? And doesn't that sound really heavy? But it's not. It's actually really light, because it's actually got very little fat, unlike sort of mashed potatoes.
Sure.
Okay, so you have your potato burger, you slightly flatten it, put it in your batter, which is just gram flour, which is great because it's protein.
Okay.
And a bit of seasoning and some baking powder, and in it goes into hot oil.
Okay.
And you fry it until
it comes out looking
golden.
like this.
Exactly. So we have one in here that's also beautifully done. We're going to take it out. So my first experience with this was on the streets in a little town called Pune, which is known for these potato burgers. And I literally went there, and you stand in a queue. You pay 10 rupees, which is about 10 pence.
Okay.
So it's about 15 cents. And he takes my money, and then I'm waiting, and this whole crowd builds up, and we're all just waiting, and then he's taking everyone's money. I'm like, but hello, you haven't served me first. Like, the person who doesn't know. And he waits till everyone comes, everyone pays, and then he fries them all up fresh.
Oh, there we go.
So you literally are having proper hot street food. Okay, so here's this. And then what he would have done is he would have had his burger bun, which are already spread, with a bit of herby chutney at the bottom.
And see, this was going to be my next question, because a great burger, so much of it is dependent on how you dress it.
Yeah. Well, so there's a lot of flavour in here. Can you hear how lovely and crisp that is?
Oh, yes.
It's just going to be so amazing. And the potato is going to melt in your mouth. So we've got this lovely herby tangy chutney at the bottom. This is a spicy chutney. So this is a garlicky spice. Well, it's not very garlicky, but it's got garlic, chili, coconut, which is from that coast, and peanuts. And this is what we call a dry chutney. And you would sprinkle it on top.
Dry chutney? I've never seen that before.
No, you know what? Because you can make that and keep it because it's got no water in it. It will last. And then if you want to make it into wet chutney, you add a bit of water.
That is wonderful.
So that is your potato burger.
I am going to give that a whirl right now. But before we do, because we only have a few seconds left, tell me about what we're looking at here. This is beautiful.
Yeah, so this, I talked about chaat. So there's a whole genre of Indian street food called chaat. That's going to be super hot.
Yeah, I know. Which I do. Yeah.
I'm just saying. Maybe you want to try one of the
Very hot.
Try
I did get some. That is so good.
It's
really sort of
tasty.
exploded on my face, but delicious. I'm going to wait for this to cool down.
Maybe have one of those. So that is a crispy little disc on top of which you have a bit of potato, a bit of chickpea,
Yeah.
a yogurt that's been seasoned and it's got cumin in it,
Yes.
roasted. And then on top of it, you've got the green chutney again and a tamarind chutney, which is our version of like a really refined ketchup.
All right, I'm going to give this a whirl.
Kind of sweet and tangy. And then pomegranate seeds and vermicelli.
Very good.
It's like a party in your mouth.
Thank you so much. This is fantastic. Thank you
Really
for being
happy you
here.
enjoyed it. Thank you for having me on.
And you can find these recipes on yourmorning.ca. That is great.
Yeah, it's really yummy. You can't stop eating them though.
No, that is